I do feel like you have this glow on you right now, and I do know that people talk about it being like the in love glow, the engagement glow. I know that you said the engagement. Jonathan, his asking you in particular was such a surprise. The way he did it was
Yeah.
perfect. What do you want people to know though about where you and him are now? How you're feeling about getting ready for this
Yeah.
big day?
Yeah, I feel like so far, like the wedding process has been pretty seamless, but now it's getting towards like the stressful part.
Okay.
I've already picked out like my dresses and stuff, and I
Wait,
thought
you
that
picked
was
out
going
the
to be,
dresses?
yes, I
Okay.
picked them
What
out.
it
So they're
was it
in
like
production.
when you put it on? You said it was perfection.
No, they're in production right
Oh,
now.
okay, okay, okay. So when you picked it out, like, did you know? Like, tell me about the process? Like, if you're
So
saying
it's
it's in
kind
production,
of,
have you put it
yeah, it's
on
kind
yet?
of like whenever I met Jonathan, like you had a feeling and you just went with your gut.
Yeah.
And whenever I tried on the dress, like I had my maid of honor and my mom there with me,
Uh-huh.
and we just all started bawling. Like I just knew, like as soon as I saw myself, I just knew.
Really?
Yeah. Everybody said
Okay.
it was a feeling, but I just never believed that stuff. And then it happened. I'm like, oh God.
So, God, this is the
Yeah.
feeling. This is Mom.
Yes.
I think this is the feeling.
Yeah.
What was your mom's reaction? What did she say?
Oh, she cried. So did my maid of honor. And that's just how we knew.
Yep. I
Yeah.
mean, if you need you can't ask for a better signal or sign than that.
Right.
Now, what do you think? Are you gonna go big wedding? You gonna go small, something intimate? Are you gonna
Um,
would you two end up eloping? Would you be the two that would be
no,
like, you know what? I know we
we're
made
not
all
going
these
to elope
plans.
because we want to share our love that we have for each other with the people that we also love. So I think it'll be a good medium, small, medium. I don't know. Like, is 120? I don't think that's too big or too small. I think
No,
it's
I
kind
think
of the
that's a good
perfect
size.
number.
I think
Yeah.
120 is a good size. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not a tiny wedding, but it's also not like, we've seen some
Right. Exactly.
crazy
Because I
scenarios.
know my best friend, she's getting married and she has 14 groomsmen, 14 bridesmaids. And I'm just like, you guys are insane.
What?
Yeah, the bridal party is like 26 people.
Now, here's my question. When you have a best friend that's also getting married around the same time, are you in each other's weddings? Like, does that
Yes.
happen, or do you just attend? Like, yeah, nah, girl, you good? We just
No, we're definitely in each other's weddings. Um, and we almost have the same timeline too of the dates. So they'll be back to back, which is kind of crazy. Different months, but kind of back to back. But most of our
oh,
bridesmaids are the same. So that's a plus. So I think we're just gonna do a combined bachelorette and all of that stuff because we have the same people. So except for like
that
two or
is
three.
actually a combined bachelorette. That's gonna
Yeah.
be fun. That is gonna
Yeah.
be a whole lot of fun. Listen,
Yeah.
I want to know, and I want to respect your privacy, but I want to know what it was about Jonathan that you were like, I think you're my person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We all watched him support you in competition. We all watched him be
Mhm.
this amazing partner to you on the sideline, right?
Yes.
From an audience. But like for you, like what was the thing that you were like, I think he's the one?
Yeah, I think it was how well we knew and understood to set aside athletics and be vulnerable with each other as humans. But I also think the pandemic gave us that option to do so because we weren't embedded in our craft.
Mm.
So I think we just saw each other for who we were. But it was also kind of the same thing, like a feeling we had, like whenever I first met him, we had a game night and just a little like a glass of wine, and it just felt right. We both vibed, we both understood each other, and it was like it was just really nice. And his dog, whenever as soon as I walked in, he just peed everywhere, and he doesn't do that, but I think his dog even knew too, and his dog just started peeing everywhere. He was so excited when he met me. So I just think we knew.
You just keep leveling up, huh? You just can't help it. You can't help
Yeah. I
it.
guess so. I mean, I think we're trying to make an impact for the younger generation. So I feel like that's exciting.
Yeah, it's super exciting. Tell me how this came to be, right? And the focus on skewing even a little younger, right? With Athleta
Mhm.
and this line. I love the fact that you have said there's a group that we want to affect, there's a group that we want to encourage, and we
Mhm.
can do it literally in the clothing.
Yes. So for me, whenever I partnered with Athleta, obviously one of my biggest dreams was to have my own collection. We weren't sure which capacity that would be at, but then we were like, you guys have Athleta Girls. Let's target the younger generation because I think they need that extra inspiration, that extra person to believe in them. And so that's why in this collection, we've incorporated little love notes, which are mantras that I've used that have helped me throughout my career, just as a daily reminder. If they're ever feeling like they can't do something or they're having a down day, look down where that daily mantra is on whatever article of clothing that you're wearing. Find that and find that inspiration. So it's the little Simone on your shoulder. And I think that's super exciting. And I think
Yeah.
it's super
What are
unique.
some of
And
the
that's how we're hopefully going to touch those girls.
I love it. Like it is beautiful the fact that baked into, woven into, directly in the garment itself,
Mhm.
there are these messages of love and the
Yes.
reminders that like you are worthy. Tell me some
Yes.
of the affirmations that you included, some of the things that helped you get through the hard parts in your life.
Yes. So the main one, which I think is everybody's favorite, is because I can. And I think kids need to kind of believe in themselves a little bit more. So that's one of the daily reminders. We also have the floor is yours because at the end of the day, it is yours. You go out there, you make a statement, you be yourself, you be vulnerable, you be courageous. And the other one is just a daily reminder that no dream is too small or too big. So you can achieve whatever you put your mind to.
I love this. I love this. And you said actually in the garment, on the garment somewhere
Mhm.
that you can see it.
Yes, yes. Most of them are very visible.
So even maybe someone you're encountering and you never really necessarily interact with throughout the day might also get the same message.
Yes, exactly. So you get to pick and choose because different mantras are on different articles of clothing.
I love that.
Yeah.
Who's been your inspiration when you look at like the way that they've approached either their career or
Yeah.
the energy that they have out in the world, the way that, what I mean, the way that they impact young people in particular, people generally in a
Yeah.
positive way. Like who's one of the people that you look at and you're like, I love the
Oh,
way they
goodness.
do it.
I would say I feel like Michelle Obama or like Serena Williams. They've both impacted the younger generations in different ways. And I think
Mhm.
that's super unique that they've used their platform for so much good in the world.
Yeah, and tell me, you said you wanted to talk to young girls in particular. You wanted to be able
Mhm.
to reach young girls in particular. The younger, even maybe the better. Tell me what it was about being able to instill these lessons, these
Yeah.
messages, these mantras in young people that you think is going to be empowering.
Yeah, I think at that age, you are very insecure and you're very vulnerable to certain things. So if we can put that daily reminder and just remind them, pick them back up on their feet and be like, you can do this. You got this. Like it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to feel insecure. But guess what? We have these clothings that's going to make you feel on top of the world. So wear it, be yourself, and be great.
What was the piece of advice that you were given? Because I love this about you. I said it when we first got onto this Zoom. I feel like every time I see you, you're leveling up in some sort of way.
Yeah.
You're bringing your story, you're bringing your experience, because it's more than, I don't even want to be reductive with you, Simone.
Yeah.
It's not your story, it's your life.
Yeah.
You're using, you're allowing us into your experiences in a way that you have been able to find empowerment and thereby
Mhm.
empowering other people.
Yeah.
But I do want to know, was there a piece of advice you were given by someone in the industry or a mentor in this thing that was like, you
Yeah.
got this, you can do this?
I feel like that definitely comes from my mom and just from a young age. And whenever I first set foot on the floor, or at least on the elite scene, she always told me to be the best Simone. And from that age on, I've always wanted or hoped to make an impact for the
Mhm.
younger generation more than just in the gym. I wanted them to at least feel like they could relate to me on another level that wasn't just my gymnastics. And hopefully I could touch them in more ways than one without it just being in the gym, without it just being my accomplishments. So
Mhm.
hopefully I've done that. So if that's the legacy I leave or who knows what will happen, then I think I've done my job.
You say who knows what will happen?
Yeah, who knows what will happen? You guys are going to read into it, but just who knows? I'm not sure yet.
You said you guys are going to read into it?
Yeah.
We'll come back to that a little bit later.